Hello and welcome to another AIC video. This video is just a real quick one to answer a question I get fairly often on my HP EliteBook 2570p. This is a 12.5-inch screen with a 3rd gen Core i processor. When I bought it, and I believe I've never seen one of these come from the factory with anything but a Core i5. I don't know if that was an upgradable option or not from the factory, but it is, as you can see, a socketed CPU. So I've had a couple of these and I've upgraded them to the Core i7. That's a 4-core, 36. Is it the 20? I will look that up. But it's a 4-core Core i7 that still runs at 35 watt. So one of the questions I get a lot on this is how does it handle cooling? Does it do a good job? Does it, not overheat? So we'll definitely take a look at that here. But I just wanted to go over, I absolutely love the design of this laptop. It is a fairly compact laptop. It's a bit of a chunky boy, right? But let's look at what we get for that. We get 2 RAM slots, a socketed CPU, upgradable storage. You get your Wi-Fi. You have a PCI slot for, it's supposed to be for a WAN card, but I've seen people use this to have external GPUs. We have a 56K modem. We have a DVD drive, which I wish I could upgrade to a Blu-ray drive. So you have everything here. It's all easily serviceable with just literally taking the back cover off, which you don't even need screws for. It's just this switch right here that you can push to the side, and then you have access to just about everything you could possibly want. And the keyboard is even fairly easily removable. So we'll go ahead and power this on, and we'll take a look at the CPU, and we'll run a benchmark and check temperatures, because that's what people want to know, is what are the temps on this CPU after we upgrade. Now, I did upgrade this a year and a half ago now, maybe a little bit longer than that. So I've not repasted it since doing that. So the thermal paste is getting a bit on the older side, but it should be fine. I don't use this very often just because I have so many laptops I have in for review all the time. So it does only get used when I feel like using it. So let's go ahead and put the cover back on, and we'll be right back with it booted up, and we'll run some benchmarks and check some temps. Before we actually go ahead and power it on, one thing I want to go over real quick is just, like I said, it comes with the DVD drive. We have a smart card reader. We have an Ethernet jack, a modem, as I mentioned before, the 56K modem, power along the back here. We have 2 USB ports. We have a VGA port. We have the docking station, which looks like there's some fluff in there I need to get out. We have a USB eSATA. That wasn't a real popular thing that caught on, the eSATA, but it is a USB 3. We also have a display port. We have a headphone microphone, full-size SD card reader, and a express card slot. So in this tiny little laptop, we have like 10 times the number of ports that some modern laptops come with. And yeah, it's a little bit thicker, but I think that most people would be perfectly okay with a laptop this size. The one thing I wish I could do on this is upgrade the screen. It does have that 1366 by 768 screen TN panel. That is something I wish I could upgrade. But all right, let's go ahead and boot it up. All right, so it's been 5 minutes since I've used this laptop, so I had to go through and do a bunch of Windows updates. But we have a couple of things that we're going to do. Go ahead and open up hardware monitor just so we can see the usage on here, or not the usage, the temperatures and things like that for the CPU. I'll go ahead and minimize some of these categories here. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is open up Cinebench, and we'll run a Cinebench and see what our temps are. I'm not run this on this laptop. Now, I'm not going to focus on GPU performance on this because this is a 3rd gen Core i processor with integrated graphics. It's not going to have very good GPU performance. What we're doing is we're really just seeing the temperatures. This is a 4-core, show you that here real quick. We have a Core i7 3632QM. So we have 4 cores and 8 threads. This originally had a Core i5 with 2 cores, 4 threads. And so the reason why I update this, they have the same GPU in them, but the amount of cores really is what you're going for when you do this upgrade. So go ahead and start on this, and we'll come back when it is finished and we'll see what temps we got. All right, so Cinebench finally finished up. That took quite a while. We'll definitely be skipped through most of that. We did get up to 89 degrees Celsius. It is running pretty much the whole time at 131% utilization according to this, but basically it's just 100% utilization the whole time. So GPU obviously got up to basically the same temperature because it's the same chip package. We'll go ahead and run Handbrake. I reinstalled that as well. Let's see here. There you are. We'll open a file. This is just one of my files that I've done previously. It's in 4K. We are going to just encode it. We're going to change it from from 4K to 1080 fast. For video, we're going to change it. It's currently at H.264. We'll change it to 265 just for kicks and giggles. And we'll go ahead and hit start. And we can see here the utilization go up to 100%. And it's running at 2.88 gigahertz, which roughly matches this as well. Let's actually go ahead and clear the min-max just so we get that baseline for this run. Looks like it has about 12 minutes left. Probably be a lot longer than that. Yeah, that time remaining is going up. So we will be back when it is finished and get the temperature readings. All right, so handbrake's been running for almost 10 minutes now. Our temperatures, we've peaked at 91 degrees, which is well within tolerance. Sitting about 90 degrees right now. If we were to lift this off the table just a touch, it might drop just a little bit, give it a little bit more breathing room, but it's not that big a deal. Again, 90 degrees, well within tolerance. We're not thermal throttling at all. We're able to stay at the 100% CPU, so running at 2.88 gigahertz. So running pretty good there, running pretty strong. The reason why I picked the CPU that I did, here's the CPU upgrade. The CPU that's typically in this laptop is a Core i5-3230M. This website is CPU-upgrade.com. No affiliation, obviously. This is just a resource that I use quite frequently, especially on these older systems, to figure out what CPU might be compatible. And so if you come in here, the 3230M, 2-core, 4-thread, 2.6 gigahertz, is a 35-watt CPU. Now, there's a lot of 2-core, 4-thread CPUs that are 35 watt, including a couple of Core i7s. But if you want to go to 4 cores and stay within the 35 watt, the only one that it looks like it is, well, it might be two options here. You have the 3612QM and the 3632QM. So those two are 4-core, 8-thread, a little bit of a speed difference between the two, and they are both 35 watt. I went with the 3632QM for two reasons. One, it seemed like it was more available. It was a little bit cheaper, and according to this, has a higher compatibility rating. I would not go with a 45 watt CPU. I don't think the cooling is sufficient. It is designed for a 35 watt CPU, so I would stick with a 35 watt CPU. And as you can see, it's doing just fine. We're plugging away, peaking at 91 degrees, dropping down to 90, and we are running at 2.88 gigahertz still. So definitely looking like it is the best option here. So this was really to answer some questions I've gotten recently about temperatures on this system. I thought I addressed it in the original video, but maybe not clear enough. So hopefully this helps anybody who has this laptop and looking to upgrade. If you're looking to buy an older system and be able to do upgrades and stuff to it, this is an excellent laptop for that. As you can see, you can upgrade just about everything about this laptop. CPU, networking, storage, RAM, all that is available to you to upgrade. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing day.